ओम शांति। यह बाबा की सेवा के लिए नया चैनल चालू किया है। इस चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें। ओम शांति।
Om Shanti, morning murli, 15th March. Sweet letter of Bap Dada for sweet children. Essence, sweet children, you have found the Father. Who is the Father, Teacher, and Sadguru? All three in one. Sweet children, you have found the Father, who is the Father, Teacher, and Sadguru. All three in one. Therefore, now stop wandering around and engage yourself in earning a true income. Engage yourself in earning a true income. Question: who can become worthy enough to rule the kingdom in the new world? Who can become worthy enough to rule the kingdom in the new world? Answer: those who attain all powers at this time from the Father, the Almighty Authority, the one with all powers. You children are spiritual warriors. You are establishing your kingdom by following the Father's direction. The Father gives you Shrimat. The Father gives you Shrimat. Gain victory with the power of yoga. Second question: which children accumulate an income at every step? Which children accumulate an income at every step? Those who perform every action according to Shrimat. Those who perform every action according to Shrimat earn an income at every step. To stay in remembrance, to do service, and to serve the yajna are all earning an income. Song Solutions to Shiva. Om Shanti. You children now know that those are worldly fathers and the other is the father from beyond this world. When someone experiences sorrow, he remembers the mother and father from beyond this world. Some simply remember the Supreme Soul, and some say you are the mother and father. Whether someone remembers the mother or not, when they speak of God, the father, the mother is also definitely included. Children cannot even be born without a mother. So that one is the mother and father from beyond whom you remember. He definitely gave you happiness. You remember that Bharat was the land of happiness and heaven. Sorrow is received from worldly parents, and this is why the one from beyond is remembered, because you receive a lot of happiness from him. People remember him when they are in hell. We once again want to attain the limitless happiness of heaven. Guru says, chant mantras, do tapasya, and perform devotion, etc. But Baba does not give you such directions. A worldly father would say, go to a teacher or study. A worldly father would say, go to a teacher to study. Then, when it is your stage of retirement, he would ask you to go to Guru. Baba does not tell you this. Look how much difference there is between a worldly father and the father from beyond. That one makes you wander around so much, whereas this one says, I am your father, teacher, and guru. So, how could I make you wander around? No, this one is himself, all three. It is why everyone remembers him. People stumble around a great deal on the path of devotion. But there is no question of stumbling on the path of knowledge. This play, which is being explained to you, children, has been made of devotion and knowledge, sorrow and happiness. A limited teacher teaches you a limited education. I, the unlimited teacher, am teaching you an unlimited education. You know that this is the land of death. Whatever those people teach is for the old world, whereas whatever we study is for the new world. This world continues to become older day by day. So you are never going to find happiness in this world. You are never going to find happiness in this world. Only the Father explains to you how this play of happiness and sorrow has been created. The Father talks to you souls. Children, you were in happiness. And then, when Ravan came into existence, sorrow gradually began. I then come at the confluence edge of the cycle and take you into happiness. The locks on your intellects have now opened. This is why you know that all things are right. All things are right. No one apart from the Father can tell us these things. Baba alone comes and gives happiness to you children. You now know that souls are imperishable and bodies have to be changed. God is the Supreme Soul and His name is Shiva. He is the creator of all human beings. Here, all are limited creators, whereas Baba is the unlimited creator. All the fathers you have had from the golden age to the iron age have been limited father. In the golden age, you experience your reward. Then you have one father and one son. In the iron age, there is one father and 8 or 10 children. Look how many children Brahma, the father of people, has. Look how many children Brahma, the father of people, has. However, they are a mouth-born creation who become BKs and they will go to the golden age and become deities. Those fathers, teachers and gurus tells you limited things, whereas this father from beyond tells you unlimited things. Only in front of you children does the father speak new things. So you can receive these new teachings while living at home. This is God's school. This is the school of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, that is of the song of knowledge, which only you hear. The Father, the ocean of knowledge, comes and makes you into gods and goddess of knowledge. Mama is called the goddess of knowledge. The genealogical tree of humanity starts here. First is Prajapita Brahma, the father of people, and then there is Jagdamba, the word mother. Brahmins are created first, and then deities, warriors, merchant, and Shudra. The status of the word mother is also very high. But no one knows her. They have made pictures of so many goddesses. In fact, there are no human beings with 8 or 10 arms. They have portrayed Vishnu with 4 arms, but they don't show him with 4 legs. All of that is playing with dolls. They make images of many goddesses in Calcutta. They spend so much money on them. They feed the images and then sing them. All of that belongs to the path of devotion. You know, you were deities, that you then became devils, and the Father has now come to make you into deities once again. This word is now corrupt. Even the government says this too, but if you tell people directly that they are impure, they would not believe you. Oh, but you are calling out to the purifier. Everyone from kings and queens to the subjects is calling out. The sannyasis becoming pure is also fixed in the drama. There is no other land as pure as Bharat was. This is why it is called the land of truth, and it is that which then becomes the land of falsehood. The Father comes in Bharat to make it pure. The incarnation of Shiva takes place in Bharat. They built such a hug temple to Somnath. It was the people of Bharat whom the Father made so wealthy. Who built it? It was the people of Bharat whom the father made so wealthy. Who built it? The father comes here into the impure world in an impure body to make it pure. But some children don't recognize him at all because he is ordinary. On the path of devotion, you have a lot of wealth, and this is why you build temples studded with diamonds and jewels. In the golden age, you have unlimited wealth. There, you don't even count money. There is so much wealth there. The ones whom the Father makes so wealthy create such a big memorial. Those who were Lakshmi and Narayan take 84 births. They are the first ones to fall and they then become deities. They build a memorial to the one who made them becomes like that. Lakshmi and Narayan became conquerors of sin and then they became those who perform sinful actions. So it is the first of all their duty to worship the one who made them become like that. It was such a first class Somnath temple. Those who looted it died, but signs of them are still there. You know you are now becoming worthy of worship, and that you will then become worshippers and then begin to build temples. There would not be just one temple. There would not be just one temple in golden age. Kings are also built temples in their own homes, just as they have gurdwaras in their homes. Someone must have built a gurdwara first for the path of devotion to begin. First they perform unadulterated worship and then it becomes adulterated. Nowadays, peoples even have themselves worshipped. That is called the worship of the elements. There is a lot of worship of the elements, the word. There is a lot of worship of the elements, the word. They make images of whatever enters their mind. That is the path of devotion. You now have all the knowledge in your intellects. The Father only comes once at the conference age and gives knowledge. In the scripture, they have written of many incarnations. There is just the one incarnation. Even though that soul incarnates, human beings don't incarnate. Only the incorporeal Father, to whom the whole world calls out, incarnates. Only the incorporeal Father, to whom the whole world calls out, incarnate. There would be just the one Father residing in the Supreme Abode. So a mother is also needed. Would the mother also resides in the Supreme Abode? No. The question of mother and father is here. The father has to create here. This is why they remember the unlimited Father. Baba, come and create heaven. Baba, come and create heaven. He is called Heavenly God the Father. There is now so much sorrow, battling, and violence, and this is why they call out, O God the Father, have mercy. O purifier, come, all of us are unhappy and impure. O Baba, come and once again create heaven and make us elevated. All of you were degraded and are now becoming elevated. To make degraded ones elevated is the task of the Father alone. To make degraded ones elevated is the task of the Father alone. The Word God, the Father, knows that at this time all the children have become orphans. They have to be made to belong to the Lord and Master and be elevated. It would not be just 10 or 20 people who would be made elevated. When Bharat was elevated, there was the deity government. Now it is the kingdom of Ravan, and so there is the existence of the five vices. God speaks, only the incorporeal one is called God, by the one Gita being falsified. All scriptures have become false. By the one Gita being falsified, all scriptures have become false. The father says, when I taught you Raj Yoga, Bharat became heaven. I spoke the Gita. Krishna cannot be called the God of the whole world. The father of us souls is incorporeal God. So how can you say that Shri Krishna is the God of the Gita? They say that Vyas wrote it, but the father says, I am the creator of the new world, the notion of knowledge and the purifier. All souls call out to me, O purifier, supreme soul, come and purify us. The incorporeal father establishes the pure word through Brahma and has the impure word destroyed. Then those who become pure have the fortune of the kingdom. You are the Shiv Shakti army. Baba is saying you are the Shiv Shakti army. Jagdamba, the word mother, has been made the instrument. She too is having yoga with Shiv Baba and taking power in order to gain victory over Ravan. The kingdom of Ravan is in Bharat and it is in Bharat that they burn an EFG of Ravan. Bharat was elevated and now here in the Iron Age Bharat is corrupt. This is a play about becoming elevated from corrupt and corrupt from elevated. How this cycle turns is something to be understood very well. How this cycle turns is something to be understood very well. You children know you are creating heaven by doing everything while following the Father's directions. You are spiritual warriors who have the power of yoga by following the directions of the Almighty Authority. Father, the one with all powers, you are establishing your own kingdom. The Father directs you to gain victory with the power of yoga. To stay in yoga is also to earn an income. To serve the yajna too is earning an income. All others are following the dictates of human being, whereas you are following the directions of the Almighty Authority Father. So no one else can conquer the world. It is not in their parts in the drama to rule the world. These are such important and simple matters. These are such important and simple matters, even though they don't understand that much from the exhibitions. Some subjects continue to emerge. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, the father, Bap Dada. The spiritual father says namaste to the spiritual children, and we spiritual children says namaste, good morning to our sweetest spiritual father. Now essence for dharana. First, perform every action according to Shrimat. Serve the yajna while staying in remembrance and accumulate your income. Second, stop wandering around and study this knowledge for the future new world. Imbibe this knowledge and become gods and goddess of knowledge. Today's blessing, feel Baba's hand on your head and take blessing. May you apply a tilak of victory on your forehead at Amrit Vela and become a self-sovereign with the right to the kingdom of the world. May you apply a tilak of victory on your forehead at Amrit Vela and become a self-sovereign with the right to the kingdom of the world. Baba is saying, every day at Amrit Vela, apply a tilak of victory. That is a tilak of remembrance on your forehead. The sign of devotion is a tilak and a sign of being married is also a tilak. The sign of receiving kingdom is also tilak of sovereignty. When someone is going to attain victory in an auspicious task, a tilak is applied on him before he goes. So all of you are married to the Father and this is why you have an imperishable tilak. Now have the tilak of self-sovereignty and you will receive the tilak of the kingdom of the world in the future. Slogan: to give a donation of knowledge, virtues, and powers is a great donation. To give a donation of knowledge, virtues, and power is a great donation. Om Shanti. Now, invaluable jewels of knowledge from Dadi's old diaries. When someone considers himself or herself to have surrendered to the yajna with their body, mind, and wealth, then the child does not have anything belonging to him or her. When someone considers himself or herself to have surrendered to the yajna with their body, mind, and wealth, then the child does not have anything belonging to him. Everything is used for the service of the yajna. In that, the body and mind remain close, but wealth is separate. So, using your body and mind for service in the yajna is pure service. If you say that body, mind, and wealth are all for the yajna, that is for God, then nothing remains for you, and your mind cannot run toward any impure thoughts of Maya, because you have surrendered it to God, and God is pure and peaceful. God is pure and peaceful, so you cannot make the horse of your mind run towards any impure thoughts. So you cannot make the horse of your mind run towards any impure thoughts, but you keep it under your control. If you put it in Maya's hand, then because there is a variety of Maya, she pokes you in many different ways. Then many types of sinful thoughts come and attack your mind. So then understand whether you still have something belonging to you. So then understand whether you still have something belonging to you. Because if you have surrendered everything to yajna, then it becomes pure. Then your mind and body cannot work for anything other than the service of the yajna. This is why you have to understand this deep secret and move along while paying a lot of attention to yourself. This is why you have to understand this deep secret and move along while paying a lot of attention to yourself. Acha, Om Shanti. Thank you, Baba.